So, hey guys, welcome back. I hope everything is good. Today, I'll be doing the further part of metals and non-metals. We have done a lot of points in it. Some of it, basically, in the last session, we have done the aqua regia. Okay, so I think you all are very aware about it. What is aqua regia? And you might have seen all the sessions ahead. Okay, the earlier, and you will be seeing the sessions ahead. So, better we'll start with the sessions, today's session. Today we'll be starting with the next point, and that is reaction of metals with solution of with solution of other metal salt of other metal salts. सो बेसिकली वी ऑल नो दैट कि जब भी कोई मेटल किसी भी दूसरे मेटल सॉल्ट के साथ रिएक्ट करता है, तो इफ़ दैट मेटल इज़ हाईली रिएक्टिव देन इट कैन रिप्लेस द मेटल फ्रॉम द सॉल्ट. ठीक है, सो बेटर we'll write it once again and we'll take one example of it which will make you very clear and thorough with the point. ठीक है, so what we will be writing in this type of reaction, the more reactive metal can displace less reactive metal from their salt solution. ठीक है, सो ऑलवेज रिमेंबर यहाँ पे इन्हीं कुछ रिएक्शंस के वजह से वी हैव सीन द रिएक्टिविटी ऑफ मेटल्स और एक्टिविटी सीरीज ऑफ मेटल. सो आई होप इट इज़ विजिबल टिल द लास्ट वर्ड. ओके, नाउ दिस इज द फर्स्ट थिंग कि वी विल सी कि जो भी मोर रिएक्टिव मेटल है दैट इज गोइंग टू रिप्लेस द लेस रिएक्टिव मेटल फ्रॉम इट्स salt, and we have seen a lot of examples up till now, but we'll see some more here also. ठीक है, then the next thing कि these reactions, since there is a replacement of one metal from the other, that is why we say this type of reaction is a displacement reaction, or you can say these reactions are called displacement reaction. Right, we have seen this in very first chapter of the standard 10th कि यहाँ पे displacement reaction हम किसे कहते हैं, जहाँ पे एक more reactive metal is replacing the less reactive metal. Better I write here reactions. ठीक है, so let's take one example of it, the very common one, that is when zinc reacts with CuSO4. Since zinc is more reactive, it is going to displace Cu from its solution and will give you ZnSO4 dot and Cu. And see, this is going to get deposited, so this will be brown in color. ठीक है, anyway the color fades from blue to colorless. So this is what is the reaction where you can easily come to know कि zinc is replacing Cu from its salt solution. I hope this is clear to you now. Moving to the next point, and that is reaction, or what are the reasons. reaction की जगह हम पहले ले लेते हैं reasons for difference in reactivity of metal. So what are the different reason? See, I am using this very white page so that everything whatever is there in my mind I can write. So use very plain page while you are revising things. जो कुछ भी दिमाग में होगा you can easily put on. So this is the way to revise things. ठीक है, you can make notes, you can make memory chart, or you can say concept map you can draw. ठीक है, so what is the reason behind the difference in the reactivity of metals? Let's see that. ठीक है. So basically what happens is कि many a times we have observed with help of, definitely with help of examples, that many metals react quickly, many metals react are very less reactive, you can say. ठीक है. So what is the reason behind it? So basically metals, those are element which can lose electron easily. ठीक है. Metals are those elements which can lose electrons easily. और रिएक्टिविटी ऑफ मेटल भी जो है इन्हीं के इलेक्ट्रॉन्स के लूज होने के टेंडेंसी पे ही डिपेंड करता है. यानी कि कितने इजीली कोई मेटल एटम जो इलेक्ट्रॉन है उसे लूज करता है. ठीक है. सो दैट इज़ वाई वी विल से कि यहाँ पे इट इज़ द टेंडेंसी ऑफ अ मेटल एटम टू लूज. सो how to lose electron, basically I was saying. ठीक है. So this is the tendency to lose electron. ठीक है. So you can say, I'll just write few points, you have to remember these. That is, metals are basically those elements, metals are those elements which can lose electron easily. सो बेसिकली यही टेंडेंसी ही होती है मेटल्स की कि वो कितना इजीली इलेक्ट्रॉन को लूज कर पा रहे. सो रिएक्टिविटी डिपेंड्स अपॉन हाउ इजीली, दैट इज द टेंडेंसी, राइट. सो द रिएक्टिविटी ऑफ मेटल depends upon how easily metal can lose electron from its outermost shell to form positively charged, obviously positively charged ion is nothing but cation. ठीक है. So you can write that also here in bracket, cation. ठीक है. So this is the reason behind the reactivity, the difference in the reactivity of the metals. So some elements, कुछ elements ऐसे होते हैं जो easily electron lose नहीं करते. See how a metal or an element can lose electron, that depends on the effective nuclear charge. We have already seen. So let's just complete these two definition which I would like to say. One is the effective, in a layman's language I am trying to teach कि effective nuclear charge क्या है, so that you will be easily getting this concept in your mind. So if what is an effective nuclear charge? ठीक है. You can say in very easy terms, I can write it over here कि it is nothing but the force of attraction of the nucleus on the electrons of the atom. So basically when we say effective nuclear charge, so we can say mostly it is considered to be on the, mostly this is L, mostly it is for the outermost electron. ठीक है. So suppose if the effective nuclear charge is less, then definitely the एटम का जो लास्ट इलेक्ट्रॉन विल बी देयर, इट इज़ गोइंग टू शो लूजनेस और दैट विल बी हेल्ड वेरी लूजली. ठीक है, अगर इफेक्टिव न्यूक्लियर चार्ज ऑब्वियस है, अगर कम होगा तो जो लास्ट इलेक्ट्रॉन होगा वो लूजली हेल्ड होगा, और अगर वो लूजली हेल्ड होगा तो आसानी से लूज हो जाएगा, आसानी से इट कैन लूज दैट इलेक्ट्रॉन इन द एनवायरमेंट. ठीक है, एंड दिस चार्ज इज बेसिकली अफेक्टेड बाय वन मोर पॉइंट, दैट इज द शील्डिंग और स्क्रीनिंग इफेक्ट. शील्डिंग और screening effect. In live classes I might have told you about this, but if at all you might have missed, तो इधर पे आप देख सकते हो what is shielding and screening effect. See, जो भी I'll just draw the diagram so that it will be very clear for you. Suppose this is an atom, ठीक है, and this is the shells of the atom. ठीक है, so I'm just making the shells of the atom. So in each shell there will be electron, number of electrons. Like first shell में there will be 2 electron, in second shell there will be 8, in third 8, ऐसे करके सभी shells में इलेक्ट्रॉन है. मान लो कि लास्ट शेल में सिर्फ एक इलेक्ट्रॉन है, तो ये जो न्यूक्लियस है, ये न्यूक्लियस का जो चार्ज है या अट्रैक्शन है किसकी तरफ, जो लास्ट इलेक्ट्रॉन है उसके तरफ, वो कम हो सकता है अगर जो इनर इलेक्ट्रॉन्स है ये क्या करे, ये फोर्स ऑफ रिपल्शन कॉज करे, फोर्स ऑफ रिपल्शन कॉज करे ऑन आउटर मोस्ट इलेक्ट्रॉन. भाई आउटर मोस्ट इलेक्ट्रॉन पे क्यों, क्योंकि आउटर मोस्ट इलेक्ट्रॉन, सी आउटर मोस्ट इलेक्ट्रॉन क्या है, सबसे एक तो बाहर है, ठीक है, एक तो लास्ट में है, और ये जो आउटर मोस्ट इलेक्ट्रॉन है इसके ऊपर ऑलरेडी न्यूक्लियस का चार्ज कम है. अब बीच में ये जो बीच में बाकी के इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आएंगे तो वो ये इफेक्टिव न्यूक्लियर चार्ज को और रिड्यूस कर देंगे बाय रिपल्शन, बिकॉज रिपल्शन किसके बीच में होता है, लाइक चार्जेस, ये भी नेगेटिव है और अंदर के इलेक्ट्रॉन्स भी नेगेटिव है, तो ये इसे रिपेल करेंगे, जिसके वजह से शील्डिंग इफेक्ट की वजह से आपका इफेक्टिव न्यूक्लियर चार्ज कम होता है. तो आई विल जस्ट डिफाइन दिस शील्डिंग एंड स्क्रीनिंग इफेक्ट. व्हाट इट इज नथिंग बट the force of repulsion caused by the electrons of inner shells, electrons of inner shells on the electrons. See, there can be 1 or 2 electron, ठीक है, electrons of outer मोस्ट शेल. ठीक है, फाइन. अच्छा, वन मोर थिंग यू शुड रिमेंबर इज कि जो मेटल्स होते हैं, ठीक है, मेटल्स यूजुअली हैव वन और टू और थ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन्स in their outermost shell. So obvious सी बात है, कम इलेक्ट्रॉन है तो इफेक्टिव न्यूक्लियर चार्ज भी आउटरमोस्ट शेल पे कम होगा. ठीक है, in their outermost shell, whereas there will be, I think it is visible, no? There will be 4 to 8 electrons in the outermost shell of non metals. ठीक है, and this is one of the reason why metals have tendency to lose electron and therefore metals have tendency to lose electron, whereas non-metals have tendency to gain electron. Tendency to gain electron. ठीक है, but there are few exceptions also, like hydrogen, helium. They are even though they have 1 and 2 electrons in their outermost shell, but still they are non-metals. So there are some few exceptions also, so we cannot justify here everything. ठीक है, so anyway, now this was the reason behind the differences in the reactivity of metal. So you have to remember two more definitions in this, and that is effective nuclear charge and the shielding or screening effect. I hope it is very clear to you. So let's move to the next point. Okay, but before moving to the next point, we'll just see why metals lose electron and why non-metals gain electron. ठीक है, so the next point in the same thing, next bullet in the next same point is कि metals are losing electron because we know that कि the electronic configuration of any metal, you can take electronic configuration of elements we have seen. ठीक है, so for example, if I take sodium, ठीक है, so we know that, or lithium or potassium, whatever you want to, any metal, specifically I am taking here metal. ठीक है, so what will happen कि they have configuration of 2,8,1. Now since there is only one electron in the outermost shell, and this sodium metal want to achieve the nearest noble gas configuration so that it can become stable, want to achieve the nearest noble gas configuration. Nearest noble gas configuration. So what is the nearest noble gas here? So you can say the nearest noble gas here is, yeah, in case of your sodium, it is your neon. ठीक है, so neon definitely having 10 atomic number will have 2,8. So this is one reason, and the second reason is octet rule. We'll be seeing in the later part of the next point. ठीक है, so nearest noble gas configuration के हिसाब से it should lose one electron, so it will lose one electron. ठीक है, so it is very difficult for sodium atom to gain 7 electrons as per the octet rule, which we'll be discussing here, but easy to lose that one electron. So that is why sodium is going to lose one electron, or a metal can easily lose one electron. So metals are those elements which are nearer to their before वाला noble gas. ठीक है, यानी कि ये 11 है अगर इसका एटॉमिक नंबर, तो इसके पहले वाले नोबल गैस के साथ ही इसका कॉन्फ़िगरेशन मैच करने की कोशिश करेगा, नॉट विद दी आफ्टरवर्ड्स वाला. ठीक है, लाइक इसके बाद आर्गन आता है जो नोबल गैस में आता है, इसका 18 उसका इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन में एटॉमिक नंबर आएगा, तो उसके साथ ये अपना कंपटीशन नहीं रखेगा. इट विल ट्राई टू बी लाइक नियॉन ओनली, जो नियरेस्ट है. ठीक है, सो अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस इट इज़ गोइंग टू लूज वन इलेक्ट्रॉन. ठीक है, इट विल लूज one electron. ठीक है, so this is one example. And if we say कि non metals, ठीक है, if I talk about the non metals, तो obvious है कि non metals भी अपने nearest noble gas configuration को ही achieve करने की कोशिश करेंगे. So let's take one example of fluorine. ठीक है, तो fluorine having the electronic configuration of 9, atomic number of 9 and electronic configuration of 2,7 will try to achieve the nearest noble gas configuration of योर नियॉन, ठीक है. सो द नियरेस्ट noble gas configuration of neon. So neon again same 10 का atomic number 2,8. So it is quite easy to gain one electron. So what this fluorine is going to do, it will gain one electron. ठीक है. So it is just the case of nearest noble gas configuration, achievement of that, and one is the octet rule. I hope it is clear to you. So before moving ahead, we should just go through the octet rule. So what is the octet rule? So we'll just define it and then we'll go through it. ठीक है. So what is the octet rule? ठीक है. It is, this rule says for an element to be stable, it should have, अब स्टेबल का मतलब क्या होता है, दोज एलिमेंट्स विच डू नॉट रिएक्ट. ठीक है. इट शुड हैव मिनिमम, सी वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट मिनिमम. ठीक है. मिनिमम 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स in its outermost shell, like noble gases or the inert gases. ठीक है. So this is what is the octet rule is. That is, the element should have how much? 8 electrons in its outermost shell. So I think this is very clear to you. So with this I would like to complete the session. If you have any doubt, please ask me. According to me, you can easily go through these. We have already seen such type of things before also, and in the elementary idea of bonding also we have seen such type of things. So this is just one thing you can say कि हाँ metals में इसका एक तरह से revision हो गया. So I am always discussing these things in the live session also. So according to me, now you might be thorough with these points. So we'll meet in the next session. If you have doubt, please ask me. We'll see the differences of metals and non-metals in the next, if possible. वैसे तो you know everything about it. So still, and then there will be some more points like reactivity और साथ ही physical, सारे इसमें हम देख लेंगे. And then जो metals के occurrence है, ठीक है, how do they occur and in the nature, and what are the different types of their compounds which occur. Then what about the metallurgy? These all things we are going to study in the next session. So let's wind up the session, and I hope you are thorough with the topics which I have done. So we'll meet in the next session. Till then, bye bye.